are about to experience the Jerry Banfield show.
So I call this stripper, she comes over to my apartment, and I'm really excited about this, because she is hot, and now we're not at the strip club, so we can really like there's no tomorrow. And I don't know why the I did this, but I asked her, I'm figuring, oh, she's a stripper. She must have had some abuse or something. So I asked her, I'm like, were you ever or molested? And yeah. She's like, yeah, when I was 16. I'm like, yeah, and then for some reason she left right after that. She was really turned off and never wanted to see me again.
If everybody just a robot, that'd fix this whole overpopulation problem.
I do my show to help you feel better, to help you learn something, to help you expand and raise up your consciousness.
I don't think there's a shortage of people that are trying to I don't think there's a shortage of those on this planet.
I have a vision that I will be the ambassador for Earth someday, and that's kind of what I'm working on. Let me tell you the craziest shit I ever heard my mom say. My mom walked out the door before saying, "You're never gonna see me again," slammed the door. My mom said plenty of crazy shit, but this is the top. One night, my mom and dad were having an argument at home, which when I was a teenager, I was about 14 years old, and they always were arguing. So they're talking shit, and my dad would go hard. My dad was a Vietnam veteran, an alcoholic, drug addict, and had some gambling and sex issues. He got those fixed up and worked on those in the first few years of being married to my mom. On this particular night, him and mom were arguing. What's up, Manuel? Thank you for the 200 stars. Good to see you, Manuel. I have not seen the new Sopranos movie yet. My mom and dad are yelling back and forth. My mom's like, you're such a fucking asshole. My dad's like, you're a fucking I can't believe you're acting like this. He used to say you're acting like a bitch. And then she'd be like, don't call me a bitch. And he'd be like, I didn't call you a bitch. I said you're acting like a bitch. So then my mom looks at my dad, and my brother and I are like listening in our rooms. And she looks at him and she's like, I sucked your last night. How dare you act like this today? My brother and I are like, God damn it, Mom, no.
I like that my wife with me, not just me, but with me. I like that. I don't know if I'm gonna get to have sex or not.
I love being depressed and playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Thinking about what kids are masturbating to these days. Somebody put me on the registry because I'm these kids. I do my show to share my experience, strength, and hope with you.
It sounds boring to have a sex robot. Like it just the shit out of you all the time. Well, that's not fun. I'm gonna get bored with that. I ate some serious beans today, and I've been ripping all kinds of gas. And I just love everything about farting. I love the smell of the farts. I love the feeling of the fart. I love the release of energy comes with the fart. I'm one of those people, I'll sit right next to you and try and silently fart as much as possible. I even like smelling other people's farts. If it's a real smelling one, I'm like, oh God, it's kind of good. Oh God, I think I'm gonna die. Ah, so stinky. Oh God. But it's kind of satisfying too, because as soon as the smell dissipates, you really appreciate the smell of fresh air in a way that you didn't appreciate before. Now, my wife doesn't think it's that attractive, but I told her, look, here, have some beans. Let's fart together. Let's take our relationship to a new level.
She was telling me she was a virgin. She wasn't ready to have sex yet. So the first time we go to have sex, we've been drinking after a party at my friend's place, of course. Good time to supposedly lose your virginity. And so I'm on top of her, we're like ready to get this started, and she's like, I want you to say it. I'm like, you want me to say what? It's like, tell me you love me. You know what I said, right? You know what I said. You know damn sure what I said. I'm like, oh, I love you. And then we had sex. So I'm just gonna say I love you, and we're gonna move right into getting what I want. If I would have been honest, here's what I'd have said. She's like, do you love me? I'd have been like, I'm trying to right now. No, I don't love you. I don't even know what love is. Love to me is watching my mom and dad scream and yell. And mom throws the car keys at dad and says, you. She told me she was a virgin. You were not a virgin. That thing was wide open. It was wide open. I have been with some virgins. A couple of verified virgins, actually. I had a blow-up doll before, and a sex robot is a glorified blow-up doll. GG's, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I do my show to save a life, so maybe somebody who's drinking or thinking of hurting themselves or somebody else might see that there's another option.
It's like, clearly, as a species, we've been just fine. There's 7 billion of us. Do we need robots? Is this a new form of birth control or something? My comedy's kind of like taking a I build jokes up that I need to tell. I think of funny shit in my head, and it just all needs to come out. So here we go. We're just gonna put it all out there and see what happens. The year's 1944. I'm in Auschwitz, Poland. I've just got off the train. We're going to take a shower. I'm naked. We get in the chamber. I look around and say, listen up. You know how this is gonna end. This is it for us. They can take our lives, but they can't take our spirit. I want all of you to remember one important fact. Asphyxiation can help you have a better orgasm. You hold your breath and you see if you can finish before you die. And I want you to picture the looks on their faces when they walk in and see that we went out having a blast. This isn't funny, God. Well, maybe you're not funny. I like that my wife is a pain in the ass times, because then when she has sex with me, I really appreciate it. In Africa, a black man, or dark-skinned man, incarnated and had all the same kind of stuff Jesus had. You know, he, extremely powerful being, could levitate, could manifest things from thin air, was uplifting and inspiring people. And what I heard is that the Cabal did everything possible to kill Black Jesus. And he's so powerful, he could see them coming. He knew when the assassination temple was gonna come, he'd avoid it. The Cabal lured Black Jesus onto a ship and said that they were gonna help show him off to the world. And then they absolutely ripped him apart. They ripped Black Jesus apart, scattered his parts all over Earth in these different boxes. And then he simply reappeared to them and said, okay, I see you don't want me here, and I will honor your request for now. I will go. And in the future, many more people are going to develop abilities like I have now. So, that's what's coming. They make these sex robots like human beings. Why try and make it like a human being? If you want to a person, just a person. There's lots of people that'll be they'll let you for a lot less than a sex robot. That's why we need to legalize prostitution. They want to go to the pet store. And every time I go in the pet store, I'm looking at the gerbils. I'm looking at these gerbils who would do that? I mean, I've put a thing or two. I've experimented a little bit with my ass. A gerbil? That's crazy. I'm like, these little have teeth. They have teeth. I don't even want to touch one with my hand, let alone get a tube and have that in me. Holy that's not 300, that's 3,000. Ow, oh, woo! Oh my God.
And what are you?
They're gonna make robots that clean the house. I'm like, my wife cleans the house and has a fucking job. She works and makes money. Is this robot gonna clean the house and make money? No, it's not.
The central purpose of my show is to uplift, to help, to serve. Everything, every idea I have in my life, I run it by somebody. I'm like, I have friends that I ask ideas. Hey, I'm thinking about going to the grocery store today and trying some papaya. I'm like, that sounds delicious. This is why you need to have friends that you run everything by. That you're like, this is what I was thinking of today. Do you think that sounds like a good idea? Yeah, sure, try a papaya. What's the worst that's gonna happen? And then you're like, hey, I was thinking of going to buy a gerbil from the pet store. And they're like, no, you do not. Unless you want to have a pet and feed it and that's all you're gonna do with it, then that's fine.
I don't want a sex robot to be a human. I want my sex robot to do shit that a human being cannot do. Like, I want my robot to have a mouth and an ass. I'm just saying it.
You're up, soldier.
Gilbert says release the diarrhea. That's right. If you got that diarrhea in, you just need to let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back any.
I believe in Black Jesus.
I got this fine on my 21st birthday. Oh my God, she was beautiful. She checks my driver's license. Like, why the are you checking my driver's license? It's not gonna say I'm a cop on my driver's license. Get the out of here. Why the is checking my driver's license? What does it matter if I'm 21 either? Like, you're doing some illegal with me anyway. Like, what the fuck difference does it make? So she checks my driver's license. She sits me down on the couch, checks my driver's license, asks if I'm a cop. Like, she asked me if I'm a cop. Basically, she's trying to figure out if she can trust me. So she realizes I'm a trustworthy little. So I have this over. And I tell my friends, I'm like, look, y'all want to listen in? Because we're 21. It was my birthday. I'm like, y'all want to listen in? They're like, hell yeah. So they get in the next room and their like ears are up against the wall. And I'm loud as hell. Like, I'm screaming. I'm yelling. I'm saying Pulp Fiction lines. I'm like, come on, mother. She finally puts a finger to my mouth. She's like, all right, I realize just because you're a hooker doesn't mean you're completely devoid of any self-respect. So I'm f***ing the hell out of this hooker. And my friends are laughing their asses off in the next room.
Hey, how you feeling? Good? You're like, what are you doing right now? Well, I'm watching Jerry stream. The robot just starts, like, holds you down and you. It's like, no, not now. And it doesn't care. It doesn't stop. It's the Android. It's super strong. It just holds you down and you. Like, is that what we're going for here? Is that what we're trying to accomplish with these sex robots?
I also, this stripper in the strip club. Oh my God. She was hot too. $1,000. She was giving me a lap dance and I paid $1,000 to go in the champagne room before. And that was bullshit. She talked me in there. And she didn't do shit except, like, I think I got a tiny bit of action. You paid $1,000 and that's what you got? Like, yep. But we go out to the strip club and this girl's giving me a lap dance and she's like, I'm really horny tonight. I'm like, yeah, sure, you're horny. She's like, no, I'm for real. And she's like, look, I'll go take my panties off. And I'll switch into something that's not so restrictive. Like these stripper outfits, I guess, fit really tight, so you can't do what we were about to do. I'm like, oh, she's serious. Okay. So we get caught. We get caught in the middle of it, in the champagne room. This comes in, she walks in like just wandering in. Can I get y'all anything? And like we're mid. Like, no. Do I look like I need something right now? I'm getting what I need. Get out of here trying to bring me a damn drink right now. So she reports me to the bouncer, or she reports me to the I don't know, some big ass dude came walking in after. And of course, I was a frequent masturbator. I mean, I'm used to putting my dick away in a half second. Like, oh. Like my roommate in college one time, I would put the closet doors open so that you couldn't directly open the door, because otherwise you'd see me there like. But I'd open both the closet doors so that when you came in, the closet doors would bang and I'd have like a half second to put my away. So this motherfucker cuts class short one day because I knew his class schedule. I'm like, okay, he's got class from 9 to 11 on the other side of campus. That gives me 2 hours to beat my like it owes me money. So I knew exactly when I could beat my this motherfucker cuts class short one day, comes banging in. Why is my closet open? Of course I had to lie. I said some lie. As soon as that girl came in and goes, I'm like, hold up. First, hold up. How's this freaking a strip club? And she's that surprised. Like she walked in, she's like, I'm like, oh, hold up. Now I get that. If you just saw a ghost, I get that. I don't know what the dude said, but as soon as he left, we went back to like it was the Discovery Channel. This stripper was awesome. She to me. And yeah, we were not safe. None of that shit. Just bang. Not even worried about it. YOLO. Just standing there with this big, handsome face, big old hands, big old. You're like, you're just feeling awkward. Like, can you get me a water from the kitchen? It's like, sure. How are you doing today, Mr. Banfield? I'm like, I'm good. You're not gonna are you? And it's like, you'll find out. I had to talk with my wife about it. She's like, sometimes I resent how horny you are. And that being the two of us monogamous, like it's really up to me to deal with that. But you could look at it as an opportunity to help. Like, this is something I need help with. And it's something you are uniquely equipped to help with. So you can look at it in a negative thing and say, oh, I wish all these stupid sex desires, or wish my husband didn't want to have sex every day or every other day. Like, you can look at it that this is an opportunity for me to both be helped and to help other people. One question you can ask yourself is, if I was free to do whatever I wanted sexually, what would that look like? It was just your robot was a little forward. She's like, good, I told it to while I was gone. I'm like, nah, shit.